Hi, I'm Pox.
Couch Guy.
You're watching the Two Smart Guys show where we're broadcasting live while driving home.
Well, you know, I can talk and drive. Who needs to have, all of my, facilities?
This week we're doing a show on the Xbox One, the first week of having it, like I did one on the first week of having it PS4. So we're calling you from an Xbox One. This is the Skype camera on the Kinect on my side.
Of course. And it's not from my side.
No, this is from a cool little Android phone while driving through Utah.
Yeah, I'm downtown Salt Lake City right now, trying to get home from work.
That's pretty awesome. So Xbox apparently sold over 1 million of these guys on the Friday of release, just like Sony said they did. So they're claiming they've sold the fastest selling console ever, but they're not releasing their exact numbers. So that's kind of depends on who you want to believe.
Did Sony release their exact numbers?
What. They said they sold over 1 million, and that's what Microsoft is saying. So it's like, who knows?
Okay, so I have to ask you a question because I just noticed something. Are you moving the camera, or is that stupid thing following you?
It's following me. So if I wasn't wearing these headsets, I could get up and walk around the room, and it would go wide. Or it detects multiple people. Yeah. So if there's more people in here, it'll widen too. Like if my hands, when I wave them around, it eventually will widen. Or like if I move, it's following me.
It's been tracking you as you move around. And it has zoomed in and out a little bit, so just to say.
Yeah, if I hold still, it zooms in, and if I move around, it kind of zooms out. And that, yeah.
Let's put it this way, it's kind of creepy.
So it did the same thing it did with the PlayStation 4. It did a good and the bad and the ugly. So the good things about the Xbox that I liked, feel free to chime in on why they're not good.
Oh, I have no idea.
The full 1080p gameplay, same as the PS4,
which
except
it's about time
not.
For them. Oh, it's not.
Because like the flagship game is Dead Rising 3, which is actually pretty impressive. It's got like a bazillion high def zombies. It's only 720. And
really?
Yeah, and the Call of Duty on the PS4 is 1080. But the Xbox One version is only 720.
Really?
So there's a lot of controversy over that.
So why is it only 720 when it's set to 1080?
They're saying that on the Xbox they wanted to have a smoother frame rate rather than the high def. But partially it's because the 360 doesn't have as high of a GPU.
Well,
it's a notch down, so that's that goes.
That's unfortunate.
Did you drop your phone?
Yeah, kind of. It fell down on my dash.
Did you take a corner and it slid?
Well, it's been flopping down on my dash. So in traffic, I'm trying to fix it.
Fun. 4K games supposedly, not yet. No 4K TVs. The voice commands work really good. Like, so good, it's like a game of Taboo, where you got to be really careful not to say the name of the system, which is going to be kind of hard during this review, because that's how you command it. You say the name of the system, and you can say stuff like Snap TV, and it'll pop up on the corner, because you can multitask with this, and it'll show like a window of the TV, and you can tell it which channels to change to. So it can do some really cool stuff with your TV. It also has Skype, obviously, which works pretty well, and it can do 3D Blu-ray games, which the Sony can't.
Yeah, I wonder how they really like paying the licensing to Sony for that.
Yeah, that's. I'm sure they love it.
I'm sure they do.
One of my complaints was that Sony didn't have a whole lot of first-party games at launch, and Xbox had more. They had 9.5 is what I'm calling it. So they've got Dead Rising 3, Forza Motorsport, Zoo Tycoon, Crimson Dragon, Killer Instinct, Xbox Fitness, Kinect Sports Rivals, which I'm calling a half game because it's a preview demo basically of a game. It's like just one of the sports, but it's free.
Oh, really?
So it's kind of like the free thing on this Sony one, yeah. And also, Killer Instinct is free, but you have to buy the characters. So you get one character, and then if you want to play more characters, you have to buy them.
Huh.
Which, what are they calling them? Free-to-play games, where they're kind of useless until you buy everything to use them, to play them?
Gotcha. So, what I'm curious about is if it says it's got a 1080p playback ability, where's the 1080p playback ability?
Well, other games are, but those two that I mentioned are.
That's what I'm curious about. It's Forza or whatever it is, the car game.
Forza. You know, I don't know if it is. I didn't look. That's a good question. Is Forza Motorsport and RYSE and Crimson Dragon, are they full 1080p games or not?
I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know.
So, I already mentioned some of the bad things in with the good, but more of the bad things, most of the games are ports, so other than the 9 games, the other 40 or whatever that are out are all just the same games you can get on a PS4, 3, or 360, or
which is the big thing
Nintendo Wii.
About with PS3.
Yeah, same complaint. A lot of ports.
I think that's a ridiculous complaint.
Well, anyways.
I think it's a ridiculous complaint because you shouldn't expect to have special games.
I should. They're special systems. They're expensive. They're supposed to be better.
Well, not everybody buys them the first day they're out.
Well, at least 1 million people do, or 2 million people.
Yeah, I understand.
It can't play Xbox One games or 360 games.
So is it backwards?
It costs $100. No, not at all. Not at all.
So it's just like the PS4 that way.
Yeah. It costs $100 more than the PS4 because you're paying for the $100 Kinect. And the PS3, you get their camera, which is $60, which is kind of like a Me Too experience. It's supposed to be kind of like a Kinect, but it really can't do as much or as well. The voice commands aren't great. The thing that bugs me is the controllers are the same price, except the Xbox ones don't come with a built-in battery and ability to charge. They just use AA's. So if you get the kit to make it chargeable, it's an extra $20 per controller.
Ah, so they're $20 more expensive.
Yeah. So that's where they get you. They're actually $20 more expensive.
Yeah, that was pretty typical of the last season. The last stuff too, wasn't it? No?
Yeah. Yeah, the same as the last generation. Yeah, how are the games? We've been playing a lot of Dead Rising. It's pretty cool. It's actually very impressive on how many millions of zombies are. There's at least thousands of them on the screen at once. There's a lot of zombies.
Really?
And they don't just look like little pixelated zombies. They're like really detailed, gory, creepy looking zombies.
Oh.
And speaking of ugly things, it has its problems, just like the PlayStation. On mine, personally, the HDMI Pass Thru is flaky. Sometimes it doesn't pull the video through from the satellite. You have to shut it down, unplug it, plug it back in, and then it'll start working again.
Really?
It's happened 3 times since I bought it.
That's not good. You should take it back.
Maybe. I don't know. I think it might just be a software thing. Get a little patch. Give it a little while to see. But it's kind of neat because it controls your whole
firmware.
There was a firmware update, but it was interesting because I got it home at 1 a.m. or whatever. Plugged it in, it updated it, and it worked right away. No problems. Better experience than with the Sony network. The Sony network was kind of off and on. A lot better than the Nintendo one. The Nintendo one was the worst. Theirs wasn't ready at all. People reporting bad BluRay drives. They're chewing up Blu-rays on some systems. So there's that. Microsoft will send them a new system in 2 days and a free video game for people that have this problem. So that's kind of nice of them, kind of, I guess. Their party chat system has problems.
Your wife just walked past and the camera caught her and just, chased after her.
Hello. Couch Guy was just commenting on how the Kinect is tracking you. So when you walk by, it zoomed out and it followed you to the couch.
Seriously.
I'm dressed like a ninja. It shouldn't see me.
She says she's dressed like a ninja and it shouldn't have seen her.
Well, it saw her all right.
Yeah. Oh, other problems. YouTube's always listening to people, so the voice commands are supposed to shut off after a second until you say the keyword to bring them back on. So people are having a hard time watching YouTube because it's going nuts. And the worst thing is it has a Windows 8 interface.
Why?
It's because they're trying to unify the experience of having Microsoft. Trying to make their phones and their tablets and their desktops all look the same. So
maybe they should just unify the fact that nobody wants to have a unified look to Microsoft.
Yeah. So that's my list. Good.
With having different interfaces for the same operating system. Well, I'm glad you bought it, I guess. You can send me the PS4.
Yeah.
I know.
PS4. We've been playing Knack. Knack's been pretty fun. It's not like the best game in the world, but it's not bad. It's pretty cool. It's actually a 2-player game that's on the screen at once. All the stuff on the Xbox is online, so you can't like sit down on the couch next to somebody and play a game with them, which is kind of annoying, or at least most of the games. Well, I guess I'd like to thank everybody for joining. And
yes. What are we doing next week? We didn't have more fun stuff. Nothing new's coming out next week, so you don't have anything to buy.
No, nothing to buy. So stay tuned. Please subscribe to the feed. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Walking Crow. We got at Tommy5C. And please comment below. What system do you think's best? Do you think who's going to win the war or be the leader? I guess. Is it going to be Sony? Is it going to be Xbox? Is it going to be a draw?
Doesn't matter.
I don't know, but we're going to watch South Park and see who wins on South Park tonight.
Oh, really?
They've had a little mini-series going on of a battle between the two. So, see you guys next week.
Bye.
Come out and play!
Like when they do music videos and there's a beat and it kind of goes blurry, like, like with the bass.
What is that?
Okay, where is this saying?
If
you don't understand how it's a huge deal, start watching all the videos.
Another game save exploit. The cool thing about this one is it works with all PSPs across the board.
I know I could get at least 5,000 down the street.
Looks stronger to me.
Yes, it's a lie.
I'm Yago.
Couch Guy.
Hi, I'm Pox.
And I'm Raggable.
Pretty cool stuff, huh?
What?
And where can you find that?
You better go wait outside. We don't want any trouble.